Hello, everyone. This is a video response to Secular Talk's video introducing Justice Democrat congressional candidate Cori Bush. And in this video, Kyle Kulinski maligns a certain industry for giving money to a congressional candidate that he would like to oust with Cori Bush in the Ferguson, Missouri area. And I'd like to defend that industry with a different perspective on things. This is what Kyle had to say.
Okay, now we're just getting started here on Lacy Clay. As of 2012, Lacy Clay took $80,000 from the predatory payday loan industry, and he voted to protect them. And get this, the average interest rate on a payday loan in Missouri is 445%. So here you have a guy who pretends to be a progressive Democrat. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a wolf in sheep's clothing. That's what that is.
Whoa.
Are you kidding me? And that was as of...
Okay, so what Kyle doesn't understand about payday loans is that 445%, that would be per annum. Okay? That would be if you actually took a loan with that payday loan company and took an entire fucking year to pay it off. But the terms of those payday loans are such that you're only borrowing until your next payday, usually 2 weeks later. So my experience in the 2 times that I've actually used a payday loan in my life, once irresponsibly and once responsibly, I saw terms such as, hey, you can get $100 now, and then 2 weeks from now, we're going to take and cash this check that we're going to hold on to from you, and it's for $120. So you get $100 now, 2 weeks from now, you pay an extra $20. Now, if you were to take that 20% in 2 weeks rate out for the entire fucking year, yes, you'd come up with an astoundingly high interest rate. And in fact, in that jurisdiction where I got that payday loan twice, you had to sign a piece of paper with the insanely high interest rate right on it, saying, yes, I understand that this is an insanely high interest rate, because of activists that didn't know what they were doing, trying to make a change in the world, and just like the warning on the side of a pack of cigarettes, they thought, you know what, people need to be warned about what they're getting into if they get a payday loan, right? I knew what I was getting into. The first time, I wanted to go to the Bumbershoot Festival, right? And I wanted to see Cake, Third Eye Blind, and Cracker headlining, okay? And I didn't have the money right away. I was going to have the money after the festival, so I wanted to go to that concert. So I paid an extra $20 just to be able to go. When it was finally said and done, for the ability to go to that concert, I paid an extra $20 fucking dollars, right? Second time I fucking used a payday loan, I needed a plane ticket because I had a loved one pass away. All right? I had no credit. I was in the Army and I had no fucking credit. My pay wasn't high enough to get anywhere in the credit world, and payday loan systems have their own system of credit, all right? If you have bankrupted, if you have horrible credit everywhere else, if you have been poor all your life, you can still get a payday loan with their credit system. Now, if you fuck up with payday loans, you're not going to be dinged on other credit systems, but other payday loan companies will know about you because they have their own separate system. It's not like TransUnion or Equifax for like a credit card. They have their own system where they like check in this back network, all right, and they know who you are, and you can build up a different style of credit with them. And these payday loan companies, they're a financial instrument that can be very helpful to people when they need it, okay? I'd say the same thing about pawn shops, Okay? They can be very helpful to someone in their time of dire need. Okay? And you can use them responsibly. You can actually make a decision for yourself and say, you know what? It actually is worth it for me to pay an extra $20 to have that $100 today rather than 2 weeks from now because my need is immediate and I've been living paycheck to paycheck. And there are so many fucking people in this world that are poor that Kyle Kalinske will fucking talk about all the fucking time. And he doesn't realize but that by maligning this industry, he's actually maligning an industry that can help poor people when other industries would not even give them the time of day. Okay? So, he's promoting the Justice Democrat program that he started, where he wants his candidates to not take any PAC money and not take any congressional money. And let me just talk about, sorry, not congressional, corporate money. No business money, right? He doesn't want them to get any donations from businesses. I'm going to say if Cory Bush were to somehow get a check from Starbucks, right? I wouldn't be thinking, oh, Starbucks must want to shut down all the Dazbogs in Ferguson, Missouri, and they want to, have more Starbucks popping up everywhere. I would actually look at Starbucks' track record of trying to save the fucking tigers that shit out the coffee beans that are picked by monkeys, hand-picked, and don't fucking research that because that was a fucking joke. I would look at Starbucks charity, right, and their track record and say, you know what, maybe they fucking just care. Maybe all corporations aren't just fucking evil just because they're corporations, just because they're a big business that has money. Maybe that doesn't make something inherently evil. And maybe I need to look at and see who are the CEO and the board of directors and what are they trying to achieve by giving this money to this candidate. Maybe they actually believe in justice. Maybe they believe in these social issues. Just because a company has fucking money and wants to get a candidate into office doesn't mean that they want a kickback from it. Maybe they actually fucking care. And we shouldn't be throwing away all the fucking money from all the fucking companies. Maybe we should just actually look into each company and see where the money is coming from and why. Look at their public statements about why they donated the money. And maybe, just like Kyle Kalinski's maligning the payday loan industry, a company like Starbucks might have a horrible public nightmare on their hands when they put out the wrong Christmas cup and don't have Christmassy ornaments on it. And maybe, people will stir up, fake outrage against them, like people who don't understand payday loans and what it means to have a 2-week loan or a fucking per annum interest rate, and they'll conflate the two. Maybe they'll see that they come under attack and that people are trying to, shut down Starbucks for being satanic, right? And maybe they're going to want to put in, say, congressmen who will at least defend their right to have their own fucking style of Christmas cup and not have to brandish it with religious ornaments all over it, right? Maybe they want those kind of congressmen, and it's okay for them to give money to the right congressman who can fucking make that call, okay? Not all donations from corporations to politicians are evil or wrong, right? Some of them have great intent, and to just blanketly say that we want all PAC money and all corporate money out of politics is fucking retarded. It's actually unilaterally disarming in a war where you're not going to win. You're not going to have the money to be able to fight, and your cause will be hurt by that unilateral disarmament. Okay? You've created, like, the money Gandhi movement for politics, and I wish you well in getting justice candidates into office, but I hope you fucking come to that point where you realize that you need a lot of money to win an election before you fucking lose election after election for unilaterally disarming in the money game.